Well, it's certainly nice weather for ducks, and it seems like the geese like it as well. I'm here on Grove Farm in Westbury, which is around about 10 miles away from Toaster. I'm here to meet one of Toaster's smaller trainers, John Blencoe. Looking forward to finding out much more about him. Well, John, thank you for having us here at your kennels today. Not the best of weather, but you say it's regularly like this.
We've got used to it over the last couple of months, obviously. I think everyone has. We're down in a dip, right on a farm, obviously, and from all the hills that come from into the dip, the rain just runs straight in. Every time there's rain, we have to get the mops out or the buckets out, and it's unbelievable at the moment.
You haven't had your licence that long. How long has it been now?
Well, I've had the licence since Toaster actually started where the track I'm attached to. That's been about 15 months now, and obviously we've started all the way from hearing rumours that Toaster might have a track. We only live 2 minutes down the road, so if we were ever going to hopefully become a trainer, that was the time to do it. And we've we looked into it, trying to find a place, and we were lucky enough to fall on our feet where we are now. And like I say, 10 minutes from the track, we've got everything we need, we feel, for the amount of dogs we've got. So fingers crossed, onwards and upwards.
Are you enjoying it?
Loving it. And we've been lucky enough to know the right people, people who helped us get where we are. And like I say, you can start then enjoying it.
Your history in life and in the sport all revolves around sport, really. You were involved in football and then you went on to become Milton Keynes racing manager.
Yeah, sport's been massive in my life. If it hasn't been for sport, I don't know what I'd have been doing. But I started off as a youngster, as an apprentice at Leicester City. It didn't quite work out there. I had 2 years there. So when you come out of sport, you do miss it.
So once the football career was over, and I know you suffered a bad injury, you'd been into greyhound racing because of the time off that football gave you, and that led you to becoming Milton Keynes racing manager.
Unfortunately, I broke my leg playing football, so it probably was a time then to get a proper job, and that's when I went into Milton Keynes as a racing office, assistant racing manager, under Bill Johnson. I was there 5 years, I had a great time, but unfortunately we're there until the closure of the track, and that was December 2005, Boxing Day was the last meeting. And unfortunately, that was the time, that was 2005, so I come out of the sport then. Would have loved to have gone straight back into it as a racing manager somewhere else, but the jobs are not there really, to a penny to pick up anywhere. So doing odd jobs, different jobs, not really jobs I want to do. It came to transpire that Toaster was going to have a new track, and it was always something I dreamt of doing, being a trainer. Sport, the buzz. When people talk about football, they say you play football, you're a decent footballer, and you got a buzz out of playing football. The goals scored, you get a buzz, and I feel that the greyhounds will give me that buzz back a bit.
Do you feel that the connection which you obviously have with them is an advantage?
You come Christmas Eve, didn't you, Cracker? That's why you're called Cracker. With the less number of dogs, we've got that slightly personal touch with them. I know, I'm not saying all the trainers love their dogs, I know, but we're all in the same little block. They know you, like you're saying, and you just have that sort of personal touch with them. They know you, and all I hope in any sport that maybe from that we can reach all of them. We can reach their potential, which would make me happy.
Well, let's talk about some of the dogs you've got here. We galloped Quivers Matthews today, who's now fast asleep on his bed, but he's just coming back from injury, and one that you're hoping could come back and win a few races.
Well, yeah, his kennel name's Thunder, and he's so tired now you wouldn't realise, but every morning all he does is bark, bark, bark. So he's had horrific injury, really, 2 gracilis muscles, and he has been retired, and he loves going up the gallop like you've seen today. He absolutely loves it. So without upsetting him, I keep taking him up the gallop, he keeps coming off. So I said to him in his ear, we'll give you another go, shall we, mate?
We've also got Amelie Genie here, who I know is pretty close to your heart because she's one of the first greyhounds you got here and also has been one of the best. Yeah,
she come with her brother, Holden Vin. Their brother is Holden Chico, who won the Olympic final at Hove this year. So from a good litter, we were fortunate enough to take her to a little competition at Nottingham. Let's just say she turned the tables on Charlie Lister's dog. She was 8-1 and Charlie Lister's was 2-5. It was fantastic because for a little trainer like me to take on the big guns like that, with our first little competition, it was a fantastic night.
She's just coming back from a slight injury. What are the plans, and do you think she can notch up a few more wins for you?
Yeah, the plans, she's had a little niggle, nothing major, just, something I feel, again, from playing sport myself, you must get over these injuries, give them plenty of time. The only way is to rest them. You can manipulate and physio, but rest is the best. A good friend of mine, Darren Holmes, told me the other night, he gave me a slating actually, saying, "What are you doing with Emily, Jeannie, running her at Toaster all the time? Because that is an open class bitch, so get on your travels and go and win a few more races with her." So that's what we'll be doing.
Oh, wish you all the best with that. Turbine Tina, you've also got here. We've seen her today. She has already won an open race at Henlow, recently out of season, and another one you think you'll be on your travels with.
Yeah, she's done well for us. Won 8 out of 22 races. And she's come back from season, like you say. Again, we feel maybe Toaster's just that bit too far for her, 480. And if we can gauge and pick the right races for her, I've always said she's better than she shows at Toaster.
So you've got new kennels being built here so that you can expand slightly. I'm interested to see them. Is it all right to go and have a look?
Absolutely.
So in the distance there's where the new kennel block will be. This is obviously the original one, which was 2 stables that you've converted into 4 double kennels. And this was actually the tack room.
Yeah, we've converted that into a kitchen, obviously where we prepare the food and make cups of tea for the owners, etc.
So if we come round here, this is obviously the older kennel block. Not the older kennel block, it's very new, still only 15 months old.
Yeah, me old dad who's 82 helped me build these walls and different stuff. My uncle's a fantastic carpenter, did all the woodwork on everything, so I've had great help.
So this is still very much a work in progress, but this looks like it's going to be very nice indeed.
Well, we hope so. We've been able to do this time, these kennels from scratch, so we've done it exactly how we wanted to do it. If we can get 12 or 13, 14 dogs, we'll be made. It would be brilliant.
It's only a few weeks till this kennel block will be finished and ready, and you're planning a bit of a grand opening.
So hopefully, yeah, we've got a few contacts in the horse racing world, and we're hoping to get Richard Johnson, the jockey, probably going to be champion jockey obviously this year, who we know for a couple of trainers who we know, to maybe come down when he's free, get a few of the owners down who have been supported, like I said, all the people who helped me build the kennels, and just have a bit of a morning down here, a few drinks, etc. And just to sort of say, yeah, we've done it, let's crack on.
So what's the ambition? You're obviously earning a decent enough living at Toaster, but you're talking about travelling with open class dogs. What's the ambition for John?
I've committed now to do it full time. So with the support of the owners we've already got, and hopefully we can pick up a few more, the ambition is to, in life, do something you like doing for a start. If you're getting away with it, making a living out of it, and everyone around you's enjoying it and be happy, that'll make me happy, so it'd be great.